is when the other Cub managers won their first game on opening day. He's looking forward to that experience right now. Grace, 2 out of 4 with a run batted in. One and 2, the count went away. Same 2 teams tomorrow. 11:30 starting time on Channel 9. Here's the pitch. Arnie Harris passes along this piece of wisdom to me. Channel 9, WGN Chicago. Here's another hit for Grace. Grounds a signal to right. At that hour, 11:30, the only show on TV without a doctor. Let's pause for identification right here.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN TV, Chicago.
Boy, Mark Grace, the first game of the year, 3 out of 5 with a run batted in. Here's Wilkins. Into the dirt, gets away from Santiago, and Grace advances on the wild pitch.
Tough day behind the plate for Benito Santiago. He's seen 3 of them go by him. No chance on this one. This one well out ahead of home plate and just skips under the glove of Santiago.
Grace talking to the second base umpire, Bob Hernandez. Now talking to Barry Larkin as he edges away with a sharp lead. In the dirt. The Yankees have defeated the Texas Rangers 8-6. Milwaukee leads the Chicago White Sox 12-2 in the 7th.
It's good to see Wilkins laying off that high pitch. That was one of the things that gave him a lot of problems last year. If he takes that and makes the pitchers come to him, he can revert back to that form in '93 when he had such a wonderful year for the Cubs.
Ball 3. Wilkins has had 1 hit today. It couldn't have come at a more opportune time. In that big 6th inning, Wilkins has drawn a base on ball. Runners are on first and second. Here's Dunston, who's been sensational in the field, but hasn't hit anything today. He's 0 for 3. The Red Sox shut out Minnesota 9-0. Kansas City leads Baltimore 3-0.
Don Gullett now coming out to talk with Johnny Ruffin, who's had very little concept of the strike zone here in the early going of this one. And he'd just as soon not get Benito Santiago beaten up in the opening game.
Gullatt's probably saying, Johnny, when I was your age, I was a little wild too. You'll get there. You'll get your control. He certainly did. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners on at first and second. 1 away. Inside and high. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. In the top of the 9th. Ground ball, going to go for the double play, and they get it. 5-4-3 to retire the side. From Green to Boone to Morris. We go in the bottom of the 9th. Cubs out in front, 7-1.
On Unhappily Ever After, someone will always find a lucky rabbit's foot.
This is gonna get me somebody worth divorcing.
The only problem is, it's Mr. Floppy's.
Don't get my foot! I can talk like this, and I can do it all the time!
Unhappily Ever After. Then, on an all-new Muscle, Cleo will make a startling confession.
Baby, baby, Tintin gravy.
And Kent may have finally figured out who the killer is.
Aborigines?
Tonight on WGN Channel 9.
I've got one chance a season at a great lawn. You burn your lawn, your neighbor sees it. I burn this, millions see it. You want to take chances? Go ahead. Me, I use Scott's.
Turf Builder has Scott's mistake-proof granules. They feed when the grass needs it. No over or underfeeding like you can get with ordinary fertilizers.
It's not like baseball. You don't get 3 strikes. Don't blow it. Use Scott's.
Mistake-proof granules. That's the Scott's difference.
So, you're looking to rekindle the romance. Better plan a getaway. You could sneak away to a bed and breakfast, explore wine country, and get off the beaten path. Hey, you could fall in love all over again. Things like that happen here in Missouri every day. To chart your romance, call 1-800-519-5200. Because everybody needs a getaway. Isn't love cool?
On an all-new Muscle, Kent may have finally figured out who the killer is.
Aborigines?
Tonight at 8:30 on WGN Channel 9.
Harry Carey back in Cincinnati, 7-1. The Cubs, 3 outs away from winning their first game of the season. The first game in the month of April. Benito Santiago leads it off. Perez has a chance at the first save of the season. It's the 3rd inning of relief. There's Dunson's play. A good stretching catch by Mark Grace.
Mark Grace has to be ready to move anywhere when Sean Dunston winds up and lets it go. Sean had plenty of time. He's got a big smile on his face as Mark Grace gave him the big stretch and kept the foot on the bag. Stay tuned after the game for the GMC game highlights, scores, and a quiz.
Here's Reggie Sanders, 1 out of 3. Willie Green will be next. There's Perez. Bullinger will be the winner. He pitched the first 6 innings, allowed 5 hits and no runs. The only run was made off of Perez, but Perez will get a save for pitching 3 innings. That's one of the ways you can get a save. 1 out, nobody on. One of the 3 ways, right?
Yes, you can have the tying run in the on-deck circle when you come into the ball game.
That seems a funny kind of a interpretation. There's a bouncing ball. Bouchel, 2 away, 1 more to go. Like Perez, didn't make any difference what the score was. It could have been 15-0.
As long as he pitches 3 innings.
If he pitches 3 innings, it's considered a save. Well, we'll applaud that in the case of Perez. 2 out, nobody on. But obviously, Jim Riggleman is looking for some good things from Mike Perez. Strike call. Perez has allowed only 2 hits. A single by Willie Green and a homer by Barry Larkin. There's Jim Riggleman. He's going to be a happy skipper after this 3rd out. And Andy McPhail, the president of the ball club, and Ed Leach, the general manager, on hand also. He struck him out. The game is over. The Cubs have beaten the Cincinnati Reds. And they are busily engaged around the mound, congratulating each other. We'll be back in a moment.
Concept cars. Those gorgeous cars built for auto shows. Wouldn't it feel great if they built one for you? Someone has. The all-new 1995 Riviera. A new world standard for structural integrity among prestige luxury coupes. Riviera by Buick. The concept car you can drive home.
Okay, Ernie, what do you got?
How about this one? The Cubs will arrive in 95.
Not bad.
The Cubs will jive in 95.
Jive.
The Cubs will come to life in 95.
Good thought, but life and 5 don't really rhyme, do they?
The Cubs will come alive in 95.
Perfect. I like that. You sure you didn't use that back in 75?
Pretty sure.
What do you get when you fly the low-fare airline? Fun fares.
Well, you've waited so long for a fare to get so nice and low now. You really should fly.
Light up the night. Southwest Airlines' new fun fares are so low. Want to see that again? Now you can fly just for the fun of it.
Come along with us, 'cause we got a lot of things to do now. You really should fly. And you'll have fun, 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 flying Southwest on a fun fair today.
You'll spot Forever storm doors in neighborhoods all across America, looking right at home on a stately brick Tudor or a Dutch Colonial. And from the moment you open a Forever storm door, you'll understand why so many families choose them. Quality like no other, guaranteed to last season to season, year to year. There's a Forever storm door style and color just right for your home. Call for a free brochure. Forever by EMCO, the world's finest storm doors.
The Budweiser playing today. The Cubs were leading 1-0. Bases loaded, only 1 out. Cleanup hitter Grandin bounced the grounder to Bullinger. A 1-2-3 double play, and that saved the game, turned the game around, and that's the Budweiser play of this game. The producer director of Cubs baseball is Arnie Harris. Our associate producer, Joe Carneo. Our next telecast will be between these same 2 teams, the Cubs and the Reds, tomorrow morning. Our telecast begins at 11:30 Chicago time. Steve will be along with the post-game show in a moment. Harry Carey from Riverfront Stadium, where the Cubs down the Reds 7-1. So long, everybody.
Chicago Cubs baseball on WGN. Brought to you by Budweiser, the king of beers, who reminds you friends know when to say when. Your local Buick dealers, the new symbol for quality in America. Your Chicagoland Builders Square. Stop on in, they'll get you squared away. Pepsi, nothing else is a Pepsi. Aflac, insuring over 38 million people worldwide. And by Southwest Airlines at convenient Midway Airport, the official airline of WGN TV Sports. Fly Southwest, the low-fare airline.
Why did the Whopper beat the Big Mac and Wendy's single in taste tests? The Whopper from Burger King is flame broiled. It tastes like it's hot off the barbecue. And that makes people happy. Did you ever see sad people sitting around a barbecue? Never.
Come in and ask for the winning Whopper and get it for just 99 cents, only at Burger King.
Hey, listen. The all-new GMC Sonoma was designed to be quiet. To hear more, or less, see your dealer. Go to your GMC truck dealer instead. Because right now, they can help you save big time on the all-new GMC Sonoma. So see your dealer today.
On the Wayans brothers, Marlon falls in love.
What do you think of my chances? You got about as much of a chance as a skinhead on Def Jam.
Tonight at 7 on WGN Channel 9.
Why did the Whopper beat the Big Mac and Wendy's single in taste tests? The Whopper from Burger King is flame broiled. It tastes like it's hot off the barbecue. And that makes people happy. Did you ever see sad people sitting around a barbecue? Never.
Come in and ask for the winning Whopper and get it for just 99 cents, only at Burger King.
The 10th inning is brought to you by your local Chicagoland and Northern Indiana GMC truck dealers.
Welcome to the 10th inning. The day belonged to Jim Bullinger and the Cubs. In fact, they did everything better than Cincinnati. They out-defended them, they out-hit them, they certainly outscored them, winning the game 7-1, and Bullinger was absolutely brilliant through 6 innings. He got out of a couple of jams, one with the bases loaded, only one out when he got Ronnie Gant to ground the ball right back to him into a 1-2-3 double play. So today was the Cubs' day, and what a day for opening day. A beautiful day in Cincinnati, and everything worked out very well for the Cubs. We got a new feature for you on the 10th inning, and it's called The Quiz. So today's quiz is name the only pitcher to win 200 games since 1900, but never to start an opening day. And after the break, we'll be back with the GMC highlights and give you the answer to the quiz.
On the Wayans brothers, Marlon's desperate when he falls for a woman of culture.
Don't say anything until I give you the right words to use.
I had no idea you were so romantic.
That's because I was dumbfounded by your beauty. And that's because I was dumbfounded by your booty.
The Wayans brothers. Then on the Parenthood, Nicholas's invisible friend has Robert psyched out.
Thank you for coming.
What do you mean by that?
The WB Comedies. Tonight at 7 on WGN.
For zero down, doing what you like can be a lot more fun. Especially when you do it in a 1995 GMC Jimmy. Now available at this exceptional value. See your Chicagoland and Northern Indiana GMC truck dealers.
What are you doing to stay fit? As a NordiTrack fitness consultant, I can help you plan a safe and easy workout that burns 850 calories an hour. Thousands of WalkFit owners do it every day.
I used to be in great shape, but now that I'm married,
I have less time to exercise. And when the twins arrived,
I couldn't always walk outside. It was either raining, too cold, or I was
waiting in line for the usual boring treadmill. Then I saw WalkFit on TV.
It's a lot better than an ordinary treadmill because it works both my arms and legs. And I love how easy it is to use. There's no motor to brake. I control the speed by the pace I walk.
I get a terrific workout. It's great for my heart.
It relieves my stress. I've lost weight and toned my muscles.
And I've got my old speed back.
So don't just walk, walk fit.
Call today for your free video and brochure.
We'll pick it up in the second inning with Jose Rijo on the mound, bidding for his 10th win against the Cubs, but it wasn't to be. Steve Buechele drove in the first 2 runs. This was the first one. He shatters the bat, but the Cubs go on top 1-0. Jim Bullinger had quite a day, and the biggest pitch of the ball game for Bully with the bases loaded. He sawed the bat off in the hands of Ron Gant, a 1-2-3 double play to end the threat, and Bully gets out of the third inning. Then it's Buechele again. He drives the ball through the left side. Cubs up 2-0. Bases remain loaded, and this was the inning where Jose Rijo departed. We'll take a look at Jim Bullinger helping himself after Ozzie Timmons walked with the bases loaded. Bully puts himself up 4-0. A sacrifice fly. Deion Sanders can't get it back in time, and the Cubs starting to pull away. They make it 5-0 as Brian McRae comes up, drives the ball into left center field. Sanders can't get to it, but a very good relay. Barry Larkin comes up firing. Ozzie Timmons chugging around third, but he's out at the plate, and the score stands 5-0. Mark Grace makes it 6-0. He had 3 hits today, this coming in the 7th inning. And it's all Cubs, and a wild pitch makes it 7-0. Later, a Barry Larkin home run narrowed it to 7-1, and that's exactly where it stayed. And we'll have the answer for you. I think I probably fooled you on this one. Let's take a look at it. The only pitcher, Mordecai Three-Finger Brown, is the only pitcher with 200 wins in this century who never started an opening day. And there's a look at the most wins since 1900. Imagine if Mordecai had more than 3 fingers, how many to 1? And we'll be back with a little more after these messages.
Piece of cake. If you have the most powerful standard engine in its class.
How many scores, Arnold?
Like the GMC Sonoma. Make a date to test drive it. Go to your
I even
GMC
started
truck
an opening
dealer
day,
instead.
2 of them. Yeah.
Because right now, they can help you save big time on the all-new GMC Sonoma.
I beat Kansas City
So see
for
your dealer
Baltimore,
today.
and I threw.
Why do I think the Whopper beat both the Big Mac and Wendy's single in taste tests? You kidding? The Whopper from Burger King's flame broiled. The others are fried. Let me elaborate. The Whopper tastes like it's hot off the barbecue, and that makes people happy. Come on, just talking about a flame broiled Whopper makes me smile. Think about it. Did you ever see sad people sitting around a barbecue? Never.
Come in and ask for the winning Whopper and get it for just 99 cents for a limited time only at Burger King.
On Unhappily Ever After, someone will always find a lucky rabbit's foot.
This is gonna get me somebody worth divorcing.
The only problem is, it's Mr. Floppy's.
Go get my foot! I can talk like this, and I can do it all the time!
Unhappily Ever After. Then, on an all-new Muscle, Cleo will make a startling confession.
Baby, baby, dip, gravy.
And Kent may have finally figured out who the killer is.
Aborigines? Tonight on WGN Channel 9.
The game in progress. Atlanta shutting out San Francisco 6-0 in the third. Later on tonight, Los Angeles at Florida, Montreal at Pittsburgh. All those records from last year, of course. It's New York at Colorado, St. Louis entertaining Philadelphia, and Houston traveling to San Diego. In the American League, Boston murdered Minnesota 9-0. The Yankees held off Texas, winning that one 8-6. And it's Milwaukee all over the Sox, 12-2, that game in the 8th. Later on tonight, Oakland at Toronto. Stewart and Cohn, a pretty good matchup in that one. David Cohn, the Cy Young Award winner from last year. Baltimore at Kansas City, and Detroit at California. And so, yes, I did start a couple of opening days. That's why I'm not on that list. And see, I've got 5 fingers, unlike Mordecai, 3-finger Brown. But we'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 when the Cubs try to go 2-0. That's it from Cincinnati. So long, everybody.
The 10th inning has been brought to you by your local Chicagoland and Northern Indiana GMC truck dealers.
On the Wayans brothers, Marlon falls in love.
What do you think of my chances? You got about as much of a chance as a skinhead on Def Jam.
Tonight at 7 on WGN Channel 9. We now join our program already in progress.
Doing that night?
Oh, it was the last night that I was gonna be single. So, therefore,